There's a theme song that plays in my mind whenever I think about working with others. Here's how it goes.
What's gonna work? Teamwork. What's gonna work? Teamwork.
While the Wonder Pets might be a children's show, it teaches a principle that means a lot to me. The best solution to a problem is good teamwork, and good teamwork comes when you can focus on helping others and less on yourself. I learned this lesson in the fall of 2017. It was my first year in the accounting program, which had a reputation for being time-intensive and brutally difficult. The redeeming quality to the junior core was the group I was assigned to do all my work with. On the first day of school, I met my 4 group members: Sarah, Jared, Britton, and Mackenzie. Sarah had recently returned to school after an 18-month break where she lived in Thailand. Although she had taken a couple summer classes since her time away from school, she hadn't been in the swing of things for a while. She seemed a little insecure about her level of knowledge compared to those around her, but she was happy to be back. That's Sarah in the middle. Jared and Britton, on the right, seemed confident, but they did express nerves at finally starting the program. Mackenzie was shy, but excited. Mackenzie is the second from the left. The second day of class, we were assigned the largest case any of us had ever been a part of, on top of our regular readings and homework. After about 3 days of working on this project, I felt insecure because there was so much to learn and to work on. I was so focused on myself that I could only concentrate on keeping up with Jared, who seemed to know everything, or at least figure it out faster than the rest of us. It turned out, I turned to check up on Sarah and Mackenzie to see where they were at. It was hard for Sarah to remember things from so long ago, and Mackenzie was a little lost as well. Sarah and Mackenzie were a few steps behind us, and I thought about how I wanted to help Sarah, but was worried about falling behind Jared and Britton. I was floored when Sarah, who was struggling with the content herself, said she didn't want to move on yet and wanted to make sure Mackenzie was caught up. Sarah, who might have felt like she was behind on her goals, was so much more focused on our teammate than herself that she took the extra time to help another person. While the rest of us thought this needed to be a fast-paced project and that we needed to speed through as quickly as possible, Sarah understood the real objective, which was to learn and grow as a team. Not only did Sarah voice her concerns for our teammate, but she acted on those concerns and cared for Mackenzie. This impressed me so much that for the rest of the project, I tried to be like Sarah. I tried to focus more on other people's needs instead of mine alone. Was it easy? No. Anyone who has ever worked in a group knows that it can be easier to put your head down and grind out the work. At least, that's how it seems until you become the person who needs help. It's disheartening when your teammates are so focused on meeting their own deadlines that they can't be bothered to notice your needs. As I expended more effort on my teammates and focused less on myself, I found that I understood the material better because I was teaching another person. Then, when I didn't understand some parts of the case, my teammates taught me. The lesson I learned from Sarah during that project has meant more to me than any other lesson I've learned in college. I learned that when you have a team, you can do so much more together. During that project, I saw Sarah help Mackenzie and not herself. But then there were other moments throughout the semester that I saw Sarah be helped. I was able to teach her at times, and she was able to teach me at others. When we took care of each other, we found that everyone was less stressed and productivity was higher. Perhaps there were times that I could have saved 30 minutes or even an hour by focusing on myself. But that didn't even compare to the amount of time that I saved when Sarah or other group members helped me instead of leaving me to my own devices. When you take care of each other, you all make it to the finish line together. Additionally, when a leader encourages positive teamwork, practice like this, even the bottom line benefits. As a leader, it is so important to care for and mentor those you work with. It's hard to look outward when the natural tendency is to look inward and focus on yourself, your stresses, your inadequacies, or your deadlines. But when we look outward toward our coworkers and those we lead, we grow and accomplish more than we otherwise could. When we help others, we show what our character is really like. Good character can be built, and looking outward instead of inward is the first step in building your best character.